Hello, and welcome back to Vault Hunters, where we are starting off today's episode strong. I wanted to go ahead and run another vault. Ooh, looks like we got a little totem thing here. This one specifically, we have to just kill 3 monsters. And then we should get a reward out of this. Maybe? Oh, looks like we got a blessing. There are different ones of these. Some require levels, some require you to submit some of your vault time, but they usually give a pretty good reward. I'm not sure what these blessings are yet, though. Oh, villagers can spawn in here. I didn't know that. That is a tiny spider. Ow! I can't hit it. Its hitbox is so small. There must be a room back here. Hello. Can I break this? Oh! No, you cannot break it. Okay, we'll just grab the loot and go. Ah! They're back! Get out of here. Somewhere around here there should be this pylon that we can regenerate all our health with. And my inventory is getting kind of full here. Might as well just go ahead and dump it all into the shulker box. And I did already lose where we came from. I think the portal was back that way. Yeah, it was. And we've already got a monolith in this room. Off to a good start. And I already know for a fact that I am going to be missing so much loot in these rooms, but there is just no way I can get it all. Oh, we got a different kind of room here. This might be an Omega room. If I remember correctly, there is really good stuff down there. There's lots of coins I can see. I just don't know if I can make it down there, because those mobs are going to keep spawning, and that just looks like a death pit to me. I don't know if we're ready to take that on yet. I'm sure that's going to annoy a lot of people, but I don't want to risk anything. Oh, and we have the other monolith here. Go ahead and pop that so we can keep looting, and then whenever we want to leave, we just have to find the exit and get out. I am super glad we picked up strength last episode. It is making killing these mobs so much easier right now. And I was really hoping that we would be able to find a vault helmet, because that's the only piece of gear we're missing right now, but I haven't found anything yet. And we've got another one of these totems here. We just have to kill a couple monsters if they would spawn. There we go, we can get a couple of these guys. We just have to lure them over until they have these red particles glowing around them, and then they'll count towards the totem. And it looks like we got a vault idol out of that. These are huge. Huh? That guy just hit me through the corner? He did. Let's mess up. Well, my inventory is getting super full, even with that extra shulker box storage I have, so I think it's time we get out of here. Sweet freedom. We should get a ton of XP for beating that vault, along with a monolith crate. And my inventory's full. We're gonna have to come back for that guy. Oh man, look at all that loot we got. We got a set of boots, a shield, and a vault idol. I think the boots we have now are better though, because we get 3 health and 1 armor from them, and this one only gives 14 mana, which we don't really need, so we'll keep those aside for now. The shield we can place in our shield slot, and it will act as a shield, as the vanilla shields aren't craftable. If I can type shield right. Yeah, so you can see we can't craft the normal vanilla shield, but this one we don't have to right click to activate. It should just activate on rare chance. So you can see in the description there, it's got a 7% block chance. And this one is also super good because it spawns a weakness cloud when I get hit. I do kind of wonder if this works outside the vault though. Creeper won't work. Let's test it on the spider. No, it doesn't look like it spawned a weakness cloud, but we'll run another vault here in a bit and test it out in there. I was really hoping I would get a helmet though. I wanted to finish out my set. These vault idols can also be placed in the shield slot. Unfortunately, we can't have both active at the same time, but these just give a passive ability instead of having a chance to block. So we can see this one has plus 15 mana, and again, we don't really need mana right now, so we're gonna store that one aside and keep the shield instead. Still no relics, and still nothing we can buy in the black market. We still don't have enough shards here. Before we run any more vaults today though, there were a couple of quests I missed out on, and we also have this unspent skill point. I wonder what I should go into here. Maybe I should just put this straight into strength, as each level only takes 1 So yeah, that'll be a good upgrade to get. And we should be able to max this one out with just 2 more levels. As for these quests here, it looks like first we need to get a Vault Enchanter, which we should have everything we need for that. I think I am missing a couple of obsidian blocks, yeah, for that enchanting table. I'm also out of coal for smelting anything, so we're definitely gonna have to go for a quick little mining trip. Vein Miner makes that so much easier, and we actually should be able to vein mine obsidian too. Oh yeah, that saves so much time. One thing that I can already tell is going to be an issue is inventory management. As items we get from vault hunting there's so many, and it's just going to become very difficult to manage everything unless we start early. So I've got a chest here for all of the chip jewels we get, as these aren't stackable, and it looks like we're getting quite a lot of these, so it's probably a good idea to start storing those separately. I'm also going to keep one for all of the vault gear that we keep that we aren't using, as they aren't completely worthless to us just yet. We can actually recycle them later on once we get one of these vault recyclers, and we can use the scrap that we get out of them to actually craft new gear. So these will come in handy later on. As for the Vault Enchanter, we have this unlocked now, and I believe if we put in a piece of gear, we have a couple of enchants that we can put on this, and we don't have to worry about putting any bookshelves around this like a normal enchanting table. It'll always offer the maximum level. I think looting 3 might be the way to go here. Hopefully this will give us some more soul shards too. Oh, and we can put unbreaking on it too. Oh, and I forgot about all this loot we had in the shulker box, and we did pick up enough shulkers. Where'd they go? Oh, what? It's on my head. Since when can you do this? What I was trying to say though is that we do have enough shulker shells to pick up a couple more shulker boxes that we can use in the vaults. Just a couple more spaces of inventory here. The quest book next wants us to craft a vial, which looks like a super easy recipe here. Although I haven't found any mushrooms yet. That one might be tricky to come across. The best option I can think of is to try and find some in a cave. Or we can just find a dark forest. I don't know why I didn't think of that first. And there's one relatively close. That's good. Maybe I should sleep first. Yeah, I should probably grab some of these dark oak saplings too while we're here. At least enough so I can plant a tree back home. Yeah, that should do it. And we just have to make the journey back now. Should give us everything we need now to craft up a vial. Maybe. Oh, if I could do it right, that would help. There we go. And this basically just acts as a healing potion. Looks like it's got 6 charges, and it'll recharge every 150 mob kills. Not a bad thing to keep on hand at all. And we get a quest reward for it. And we already have the shard pouch, which is another quest reward. And the next quest is to enter a vault. So, I mean, why not go for it? Ooh, we do have all this other gear to enchant, though. Let's check out what we can get on these. Feather falling could definitely be useful. And we can put unbreaking all of these, so they should lose durability faster. And there is no standard protection enchant. That's just to help with the scaling of the defensive and offensive stats on these tools. I think we will have to look at getting a source of emeralds once we come back. But yeah, let's throw another rock onto this altar, see what we have to get. Oh man, super easy. Oh, I hear a horde of zombies outside. Take care of these guys first. Yeah, line up. And we can put enchants on our pickaxe too, actually. I do only have enough emeralds to get one of these though. I think fortune might be the way to go for now, just in case we find any ores in the vault. I think we should be ready to give this a go, and we should still get beginner's grace in here since we're only level 4 right now. This is the one where we finally find a helmet, I believe. Oh, and we get a monolith in our first room too. I am kind of curious to know just how much damage we do with this extra level of strength we have, because it says we're only doing 13, 16, 15 there, but I think that's just how weak these mobs are. Ooh, I wonder if this pack has test dummies. It does. We'll have to check that out when we get out of here. I am learning more and more as we're running through this that I'm able to take my time and loot all the chests here. It's definitely a learning experience from what the old Vault Hunters used to be. Yeah, if you weren't prepared for your first vault in the old Vault Hunters, you were done for. Back in the old day, we didn't have no beginner's grace, none of that. I'm not complaining though. It is a super cool feature. And we've already got our second monolith here. There should be some ores down in this vault cobblestone. Yeah, here we've got some benetite. Benetite we definitely want to find a lot of, as these are one of the items we need to craft the knowledge star, which is what we need to unlock the mods. So yeah, we'll definitely want to explore any of these vault cobblestone pits we find. I believe they can sometimes spawn in the walls too. Ooh, looks like we got another altar here. Oh, and there's some vault stone down on the floor. Let me take care of these mobs first. Let's claim our reward for killing monsters. We've got another blessing here. Oh, and I forgot we have vein miner. We got a new type of ore here, tubium. We've got another type of altar here where we can submit some of our health points. And we got a vault idol out of that. Oh, and there's so many piles of vault stone here. I am getting lots of ores out of this. This is a great spawn here. Lots of benetite is going to be super handy. Let me fill up this shulker box here. I think I may know what I want to put a new skill point into. Having another level of vein miner here would be super useful, because there is just so much vault stone to clear out. I'm not sure if we got enough benetite to make the knowledge star yet though. That's okay though, because I'm sure we're going to end up doing another vault today anyway. And we'll definitely find enough for it by then. But we are running low on time, so it's probably a good idea to get out of here. Ooh, and we have an expertise point now. These are all super cool abilities to have, but I think the one that's going to be most beneficial to us right now is Fortunate. And this should apply a passive fortune level on top of the fortune that we already have. So mining those vault ores should net us some extra ones now. Let me sort out our loot real quick. Oh, by sort, I meant, dump. Basically the same thing, right? This may become an issue really, really quick. Oh, and by quick, I mean right now. New chest time. This one, I'm going to store all of the gems that we get out of the vault in. I'm also going to start one for our standard Minecraft ingots and stuff. Maybe we need a label on these. That ought to do it. Let's check out the vault idol we got. We've got 3% Velara affinity. Oh, you know what? I believe that has to do with the favor to the gods. If you have enough favor towards any one of these gods, it gives you a little bonus in the vault. This vault idol also has slowness immunity, but I still don't think that that's going to be any use to us. I think our shield is still going to be more useful here. Totally forgot we got a monolith crate out of that too. Oh, and we finally get a helmet here. What do we get? We get an axe with 10 attack damage and some extra bonus damage on nether mobs and undead mobs. I'm not sure if that's any better than the sword we have, though. I think I may just keep the sword for now. The pants are definitely not better than the ones we have. And the helmet is brand new. Look at this bad boy. Well, I kind of look like a toolbox now. Or it kind of looks like a fish. I do want to put some enchants on that, and we should have gotten some emeralds out of that vault. We can throw Unbreaking and, I don't know, Aqua Affinity. Why not? Before we head back into the vault, I do want to pick up one of these bounty tables. And I believe that we have some vault essence to do that. There we go. We can throw this down here. And here inside the bounty table, we have 3 bounties here that we can select and complete. For example, if we submit 91 chromatic iron ingots, then we get all of these rewards, including an elytra. But then again, all of these rewards grant us an elytra, which is super cool. This one here wants us to mine 2 opaline ore. I didn't even say that. Opaline? And this one is just to complete any vault. I think we might go for that one, as that one's just a guarantee that we can complete. I think if we do have enough chromatic iron, I'm going to start smelting some of this, and then maybe by the time we get back, that will be done. Oh no, that won't run while we're in the vault, so we'll just keep smelting those, and then eventually it'll be done. If we wanted to, we should have some of these bounty pearls, and if we use these in here, we will be able to re-roll. If we don't like one of these bounties, we can re-roll it and it will pick a new one. But there will always be a mining bounty, an item submission bounty, and a completion bounty here. We can also pick up the tool station here. There we go. Toss this down somewhere. Here we'll be able to craft up some different tools using the metals from Vault Hunters. We'll have to start off with the chromatic iron, and then once we get higher levels, we'll be able to craft up the higher level tools. And I believe that the chromatic iron is better than diamond. Let's see if we can't craft one of those. So it takes 9 ingots, some driftwood, and some vault bronze, which we have plenty of. Craft that up there. And this chromatic iron pick says it has 9 mining speed. Not sure what the mining speed of a diamond pickaxe is. Let's go ahead and test and see if this is better. So we've got our chromatic iron pick and then the diamond pick. I think the diamond pick is just a little bit slower. So we'll go ahead and swap them out anyway, just because the diamond pick is running low as it is. I feel like there was something else I wanted to check when I got back here. We can also enchant this pickaxe if we wanted to, but I am out of emeralds. Why don't we go ahead and solve that problem? Now, you may be thinking, Jetlagg, how are you gonna get a villager all the way from up there down to here? Don't you need a whole minecart system? And you saw nothing. You saw nothing. Don't chase me down. Don't chase me down. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a mod in this that lets you pick up villagers with your bare hands. It's insane. We can just pop that guy down. Now, eventually he should pick up the farmer profession. It may be too late in the day for that. Oh, it's the middle of the day. I don't know why he hasn't done it yet. Oh, there we go. Looks like he's got it now. Now, if we could get him to trade potatoes and carrots, that would be ideal. We can also craft one of these sickles in the tool station. And I believe, well, I thought that these would be able to mine crops in a bigger area. But maybe that's a different mod I'm thinking of. So I'm not sure what these do, to be fair. Maybe he needs a whole big area of crops to mine. No? Well, there's got to be a page somewhere in the book about it. We'll read here in a minute. For now, though, we can start trading our potatoes and carrots for some emeralds. And I do still have these skill points. I'm not sure what I want to put them in yet. Oh, that's right. I want an extra level of vein miner. And I might as well go ahead and get another level of strength. Ah, it looks like sickles only have the same functionality as shears. So there is no tool that harvests crops in a big area like I thought there was. That's okay though, we can still keep farming and growing our crops down here. Well, I have just been farming away here, and I actually discovered that our farmer ability has actually been changed. So the range it currently has is 6, so it should be able to get even those blocks in the corner here if we just stand in the middle of all these. So I've changed our setup so we don't have to stand in the middle of this. It has a much bigger range than it used to. And I kind of accidentally found out that hoes have the ability to reap crops the way I thought they should. Well, not like that. But yeah, hoes can reap crops in an area. You just right click them. Works the same way that I thought they should. And what's better is we can put fortune on our hoe too, but I may as well go ahead and invest in a diamond hoe. Then we can enchant this bad boy up. This should start netting us some extra drops out of our crops. I think the only thing we're missing here is the ability to pick these items up from where we're standing. Fortunately, there is a way to do that in this pack. We can craft up one of these magnets. Now, this is actually changed from when it used to be, so I'm gonna have to look into seeing how to craft those. I think we may need the vault forge here, and this takes chromatic steel, which we haven't gotten yet. This is just 4 chromatic iron and 2 of this refined carbon stuff to get one of these ingots. Now, I do have some raw carbon. I'm not sure it's gonna be nearly enough though. No, we only have 4. I did find some extra ones in this chest up here. This is the problem with our storage right now. That gives us 9, and that only gives us 4. So we're going to have to run another vault to get the extra carbon that we need. I do want to make sure I don't forget to put fortune on this pickaxe before we go back in. And honestly, we might as well get unbreaking too while we're at it, just in case we find one of those big patches of vault cobblestone again. There we go. Now it's vault time. Let's throw another crystal in here. We do have to be careful though, because the more that we level up, the more difficult these vaults are going to get, and we are already at level 6. And I believe once we hit level 10, we actually lose the beginner's grace, so we don't want to level up too fast here. Oh, now I remember what I wanted to do earlier. I totally forgot about the test dummy. I'll have to check that out this time when I get out. Now, which way did we come from? Definitely not that way. Ah, that looks right. Okay, east we go. Ooh, and we have a new type of room here. These village rooms should have a dungeon down here, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, here's some illagers down there. Oh, we can't get in that way. Oh, this looks promising. Oh, hello. Found the illager. Oh, you can open these gates. I didn't know that. That's super cool. Is there another layer above us? I'm hearing all these illagers. Oh, there he is. Come on, break. Come on, break. No! We'll just grab the loot and run instead. Oh. I don't trust this room one bit. Fortunately, we still shouldn't have trap chests with us, so we don't have to worry about any of these exploding or anything. Oh, I'm getting poisoned. Oh, there's that weakest cloud we were wondering about earlier. There is another level. Hello, friend. Oh, man, slime spawning poison clouds is not good. We could really use the cleanse ability there. Which way were we heading again? I already forgot. East sounds promising. Oh, and another kind of room again. This room has lots of ores up in those crystals. Fortunately, it looks like the spawners actually do despawn once they spawn all the mobs in this one, so that is a good thing. Let me put away my loot real quick. I don't have any blocks to get up to those ores up there, so let's grab these ones instead. And the fortune we have should apply to these ores? Yeah, it definitely looks like it. We only mined one of those benetites. So we are definitely going to be taking advantage of this room right now. Really? I really don't like these vault spiders. Their hitboxes are so much tinier than everybody else's. It's like trying to hit a silverfish almost. Oh man, there's that Oopalon. I still don't know how to say that. There's that gem we needed for the bounty that we found. But I had no clue we were gonna find this room here. Well, I think we have gotten everything in here except for that one black opal up there. I'm not gonna worry about that. All the way up there, too much work. I think it's time we head out of here. We came west, I believe, and we didn't find the monolith, which isn't exactly ideal. I think this is our spawn room, though. Maybe we can check out the other rooms nearby real quick, since we still have 3 minutes. We've gotten pretty lucky before on the monoliths. Hopefully they are close enough. I'm gonna try avoiding all the mobs spawning our way. Oh, there's one there. Alright, surely we can get super lucky here right now. Oh, my lucky day. Let's get out of here. And with 30 seconds to spare, I think we did pretty good there. We got a pretty dang decent turnout there. Oh, that's not a gem. This gives us enough benetite for 3 knowledge stars. Now, the only thing is I totally forgot what I was even going in there for, and we still don't have enough raw carbon here. Get a monolith crate. Oh man, I love seeing that. Still no relics. See what kind of armor we got here. We got a rare chest plate with 7 armor on it. That is way better than the one we have. And this one isn't quite as good. And we've got a sword here with 10 attack damage and a slowness cloud. Plus that 10% soul chance. I think we might swap this out, yeah. Let me get some enchants on these bad boys. Better. And we do have 751 shards. We got a couple of items we could get here. I don't think either of these are very useful to us right now. The blank seal allows us to augment our crystals so that they have a specific objective. But right now, the only objective we can have is the one with the monoliths. So that's no use to us, and we already have one anyway. And these repair cores allow us to repair any of our vault gear. But we have unbreaking on all of these, and they're nowhere close to breaking, so I'm not even going to worry about that. So we can come back in a little bit and see what's new in the shop. We do get our bounty reward here. We get a crate out of that, and we should get... Very cool, we get a free elytra out of that. I don't think we can have our chestplate and elytra equipped at the same time, though, unfortunately. Nor do we have any source of rockets to launch us, so no use to us right now. Now, what do we want to invest our skill point in? How about that final point of strength? Oh, and you know what? We should have enough stuff to get our first knowledge star. So long as we have enough knowledge essence here, I just have to find it scattered around our base. Oh, I'm not sure if 64 is going to be enough. Oh, definitely not. We need 8 of these knowledge stars, which means we're missing, what, 7 of these knowledge essence? We can, however, get the rest of the things we need. We just need some of these perfect benetites, which we can turn into an extraordinary benetite. Surround this with vault diamonds, gives us a knowledge core. And then if we had the extra knowledge shard, we could make the knowledge star with it, but we're still missing a little bit of knowledge essence. So it looks like we'll be doing another vault today to try and get that knowledge star. Let's see if we have any bounties we can complete, though. I might as well finish up this 91 chromatic iron. Ooh, and we get a quest reward for completing our first bounty. We'll be able to get one for having the tool station, too. And the quest book wants us to craft up another chromatic iron pick, even though we already have one. Might as well just go ahead and do it. We could just toss this aside for now. We do get a chip jewel out of that. And maybe I'll have enough iron to make an anvil here. Then with the anvil, we can actually apply any of these chip jewels to our tools. Oh, look, that rhymes. For example, if we wanted to add this ornate chip jewel, we could toss that on there. Where it says capacity on our iron pick, that says 100, and the size of this chip jewel is 50. So it's going to reduce the capacity down to 50. And if we had any other chip jewels, like this one for example that has 35, we could add that one on there. All of these flawed jewels have different abilities. This ornate one for example allows us to mine the ornate chests in the vault, so we don't have to loot them and we could just mine them instead. I might add this item rarity one on there too, since it's only a size 42. And we get a quest reward for this. We've got a quest reward for expertises, which we already know about. Oh, and we get 4 chromatic steel out of that. Maybe we can go ahead and craft up the vault forge. We just need 1 more extra chromatic steel, and we need a blast furnace here. That should give us everything we need for the vault forge. Where do we put this? Right here. This vault forge will allow us to craft up vault gear using some vault alloy, and it also allows us to craft magnets. Looks like we need a couple of magnetite ingots. Everything else here we should have on hand. Now, unfortunately, each of these magnetite ingots takes 1 chromatic steel, and we just don't have nearly enough carbon to get 9 of these. Yeah, it's not even close. So let me finish up this bounty here, and then we'll see about doing 1 more vault for today to try and get both enough carbon and maybe some more knowledge essence, as I would really like to have this magnet to farm our crops easier. There we go, that should finish up the chromatic iron bounty, which we get another elytra for. Well, actually, we do get 9 magnetite ingots for having the vault forge, which gives us everything we need to craft up a magnet. We can roll here, and we just got a scrappy one. That's okay, we can equip it to our belt, I believe. The only bounty we have left here is to mine the 2 opaline ore. I'm gonna say it like that for the rest of the series. I don't care if it's wrong. It's funny. Oh, and I wanted to check out the test dummy before I go. And I do want to test out our magnet too. Let's see how well this works. Okay, it works on those. How close do we have to be? Oh, it's not too bad. It definitely helps quite a bit. Yeah, its range isn't too great, but it is definitely nothing to complain about here. If it was just maybe 1 block bigger, that would be useful. I did finally remember to pick up our target dummy here. This guy just allows us to hit him as much as we want, and it's going to show the maximum amount of damage that we do, which on crit we do 34.5 damage right now. That's crazy. And I mean, even without critting, we do 23 damage, which is that's way too much. I think before I go, I want to apply a couple of these jewels to an axe too, specifically the ones for living and wooden. This way we have tools to mine all of the chests in the vaults. I think the only one we're missing is the gilded one. I'm gonna go ahead and put efficiency on this axe too. Although I think I may save the vault run to try and get a knowledge star for the next episode. I think I got a little carried away. This episode is already half an hour long. So yeah, we will start off tomorrow's episode strong by going for a knowledge star. But that's gonna do it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.